So this is what I eat in a week as a lazy vegan. I'm gonna be talking really fast, so hopefully you can keep up. So for breakfast on day one, I had a smoothie with 2 bananas and frozen blueberries and blackberries. Just put those in the blender, then added some water as well so that they would blend a little bit better. And it actually ended up making a perfect amount for what I was hungry for, and it was really nice because I hadn't had a smoothie in such a long time. And then I also cut up 2 pieces of bread and toasted those and then added some apple butter to them. After that, I went to my grandma's house and I had some chips and salsa as a snack. For lunch, we made some Brussels sprouts and a salad with a bunch of stuff in it, as well as like a strawberry vinaigrette, which is really good. Then I also had some potato and sweet potato and the Brussels sprouts, of course, as well as sriracha, sweet chili sauce, and a Vidalia onion vinaigrette, and some refrigerator pickles. For dinner, I just heated up leftovers, something that I made from this cookbook called pea and potato curry, which was really good. And so I just had that with some rice, sriracha, black beans, and avocado, and then some salsa as well. And I mixed that up, and that's what it looked like. Then the next day for breakfast, I had this Larabar peanut butter cookie, and it's really good, really healthy. I'm pretty sure the only ingredients are dates, peanuts, and sea salt, and it is amazing. And then I also had some of these veggie chips, sea salt and vinegar. They're kind of like Pringles, and they are my addiction. I made some waffles, 2 of those, had some chocolate chips that I melted and made into a sauce, put some syrup on there, and some craisins, some blackberries, some blueberries, and then drizzled the chocolate sauce, and that was amazing as well. And by the way, dipping blackberries in melted chocolate sauce is really good. For lunch, I made this Mike's Mighty Good vegetarian kimchi ramen soup, and it's basically like there's just this little ball of noodles. You put it in a bowl, add some water, microwave it. After that, you dump the water out, add in the oil pack and the seasoning pack, and mix it all together. It's a tiny bit spicy, but honestly, it's really not that bad. For dinner, I just got home from work and didn't really feel like making anything at 9 at night, so I had this Amy's rice mac and cheese, dairy-free, and it is the best mac and cheese I've ever tried, vegan or not. Breakfast the next day, I just had some leftover potatoes I'd made a while ago, as well as black beans and some hummus, put that on there, and then I added some Cholula for a little extra spice, and some of the sweet onion sauce. For lunch, I just cut in half this ciabatta bun and spread some hummus over there because I was working 10 to 6, and so I don't really like making anything elaborate for lunch. I just like doing the easiest thing possible, and so I just put that in as a black bag. I reused the bags, and I also had some pretzels for a snack at work. Just stick those in my purse, and it's so easy. And then when I got home, I made this Daya Supreme pizza. It actually had mushrooms on it, which are disgusting, but I didn't know when I bought it, so I had to take those off. But other than that, it was amazing. I had half of it before I went to go babysit, and then I got home at 11 and had the other half. So I had the whole thing, and then some apples and Pringles, as you saw earlier as well. For breakfast the next day, I was not that hungry. I just had vegan banana bread with some apple butter on it, and it was pretty tasty, as well as some almond milk. And for lunch, I made this forbidden rice that I bought in bulk, and some quinoa, black bean little mixture thing, and I just heated those up on the stove. And I also decided to have some water, which is always a good thing because I'd never drink enough water. And I made this sriracha tofu from Trader Joe's, which is the best tofu ever. It is amazing. And so here's just me stirring it around for probably far longer than you needed to see. So then I added some lettuce to a bowl, some of the black rice, and some of the quinoa as well. Then I put in some black beans and some of the tofu, and then some avocado, and then I put on some sriracha. Of course, can't have a meal without sriracha. So for a snack, I had this vanilla coconut bliss ice cream cookie type thing, and it was really good. Not the healthiest thing, as you can see, a little bit of saturated fat in it, but it was worth it, you know? So, there's my dog. And I had some chips and salsa, again, because can't go a whole day without chips and salsa. for dinner, I had some leftovers, and this is where I start to eat a lot more leftovers at this time of the video. Quinoa, black rice, beans, lettuce, potatoes, Cholula, sweet onion sauce. I think that's all that's in there. And then the next day for breakfast, more leftovers. This is something I made in a previous What I Eat in a Day video. I will show, or I'll link that down below. Some more quinoa and black rice and tofu and black beans, and mix that together, and then add some hemp hearts, and that was it. Then for lunch, I had these Dr. Praeger's carrot puffs, which are kind of like tater tots but made with carrots, and I dipped that in a ketchup sriracha mixture. It's really good. Also had some pretzels and hummus. For dinner, I made pasta and also made a stir fry of onions, zucchini, red bell pepper, and I put some pasta sauce on the pasta as you usually do, mixed that up, and then I decided to also put some crushed red pepper on there because it tastes good. And then at the same time, my mom was making this cauliflower dish in the oven that has capers, garlic, and golden raisins on it, as well as like salt and pepper, and I think maybe some oil. And then I also made tempeh for the first time. I'd never had it before, but it's like this maple smoky bacon flavor, and I figure there's like a 10% chance that it'll taste good with what I was making, and it actually did taste pretty good, and I really enjoyed it. So I just added the pasta to the bowl, added my veggies, the tempeh, some black rice, some quinoa, some more pasta sauce, and then some of the cauliflower. The next day for breakfast, I just had some chocolate chips, you know, because why not? Had another waffle with chocolate chips and syrup on it. For a snack, I had this thing that will change your life. It's kind of like in between just plain chips and salsa and a walking taco. You just mash up some tortilla chips. I like the blue kind. Add in some salsa, add in some avocado, and then also black beans. And I am not kidding you, I will have this like every day for 3 weeks straight. It's so good. So then for lunch, I made this vegetable masala burger on a ciabatta bun, added some avocado to that. It's kind of like an Indian style burger, and it's actually really good. It's interesting. Had some of that sweet onion sauce and sriracha, which I very poorly put on the bun, but nevertheless, it tasted really good. And for dinner, I had some leftovers once again: black beans, quinoa, rice, tempeh, salsa, veggies, mix that all together. Oh, Cholula, and it was good, of course. And the last day for breakfast, I had some more chocolate chips, and I also had a cutie, and I had some of that pea and potato curry as well as cauliflower, added some avocado and Cholula, mixed it up. For lunch, I made a burrito, put some hummus on there, put some of the leftovers on there, all that stuff. You probably know what it is by now without me even having to tell you. Added some chopped up cherry tomatoes, sriracha, salsa, I think. Yeah, that was salsa. And this is a nice way to switch up your leftovers a little bit. For a snack, I had, again, some hummus and pretzels. For dinner, my stepdad put some potatoes on the grill. I just put paprika and chili powder on it. It's really nice when you live with your parents and you can get them to make some meals for you every once in a while. So just put some of that sweet onion sauce and Cholula. Once again, I have these sauces all the time, and they taste really good on potatoes, so I had that. And then I had some asparagus, which they also made on the grill. So that was really nice, and that's it.